Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Ooh. Good evening, students. I need everybody to put on their thinking caps. We have a little history to do today. This should be the last history class that we'll be having, hopefully, for good. Because I don't like to be repeating myself. And I know that everyone here are educated people. You don't have nothing here is complicated that you need a degree for. This life is very important.
It's complicated.
That people who normally go and they do their commentary, I want them to hear me very clearly. Because when it's going to be repeated, I want it to be done in the right way and not to swing my words. Because that's probably where the confusion is. I doubt it a lot. The confusion starts with the persons who is looking for a fight, looking for a story, and all of those. Okay? Like I always say, no one is going to program me. Now, before we get going, this life I'm doing here right now is all from my view, from whatever. Everything is focused on me and no one else. Especially in this life, there's no friendship. I'm not going over anything because of old time's sake or none of that. None of that. This can be different. Very different. Because no one is going to trample me and kick me or think I am down for what? You cannot help those who don't want to help themselves. Or they plain stupid. Or that's the way they maneuver in their real life. I don't know what to say. I am not dealing with not even young adults. I am dealing with gray back, middle-aged women like myself, my peers, for the most part. I don't have any patience. That I don't have a lot of. And my chest, my stomach, is not a bank that I'm be storing things or keeping things there. No. I'm like a refrigerator. You leave me open too long and everything is going to go fucking bad very fast. Okay? I'm very patient. And when I care for someone, I don't just go ripping like that. Maybe I'm moving too slow for others. But like I said, I cannot be programmed. And I like to dot my I's and cross my T's. I was brought up. I was not fucking well dragged up. So I know right, I know wrong, and what I do, I put myself in the place of others. As of now on, I cannot make any commitment to no one. I am not going to put myself in that situation. To each his fucking own. Every man for themselves. Because it do not pay. Like they say, you could bring the hog out of the mud. He's going to find himself right there back. Because a pig is a pig. It's a fucking... I forget what fucking song they make. I'm that charged up here right now. But before we go forward, I want to ask a question. All of you who knows about doxing, since you're out here, I asked Miss Pizarro this evening, what is her definition of doxing? Her definition of doxing is what I see what is doxing. I was around here a long time to know what doxing is. And the one thing is the most important thing is when you're going to bring someone information, whether you bring from point A to point B, and especially if you do it for malicious, or you use it for malicious intent. That's fucking doxing. I don't play those fucking games like that. They say, show me a company, I'll tell you who you are, but not at all times. Because when people at a certain age, you could more control a child. And now these kids, you can't even tell them what to do. You only got to lift up your hands in prayers. Because they could have the best upbringing. And if they want to be bad, they'll be bad. But on that note, I was in camps where doxing went on. I don't know how much because I heard information was sent. But once it is done and it's put out there maliciously, then you dox too. Because to me, that's kind of a low blow. I don't fight like that. See, that's not me. That's not fucking me. If I have a problem with you, I am concentrating on you and you alone. If others have to come in, so let it be. So let it be. I don't run away from anything. And I wouldn't have the reason. I don't know if these people have to pay for doxing or what. If someone does something to me, just because I have outlaws, I have in-laws too. And I'm not going to pick up the phone and call the freaking FBI, the police. For what? Unless you're going to post some bodily injury to me or mine. Okay? So those kind of nonsense and coming to life and doing that, soon they will stop. I wish they stop it. Because the way how I was brought up, we don't fuck with the cops. Do I have respect cops? Yes. They still have good cops. By the time you take to be taking them off of something, maybe somebody, some lady, somebody could be getting killed somewhere. Okay? Anyway, let's move on. Let me do a roll call. Maybe that's going to get me calm. And the next thing too, anybody comes into my life, anybody comes onto this page here, I am not picking and choosing who wants to come down. Everyone is welcome. I am not taking up anything for no one anymore. Those days are fucking over. Unless somebody did something to me, I don't have a problem with you. With none of you. You're free to come in here. Please respect the chat. Please respect my moderators. I'm asking you. Thank you so much. Let's move on. Let me do a little roll call here. Okay. Oh, I'm way back. Okay. Good evening. Allegedly. Hi. You're marked present, my dear. Still Shady. 405. You're marked present. Good evening. Thanks for being here. Sparkle Libra. Thank you so much for being here. You're more present. Miss Intel, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. You're more present. Oh, hi, Joyce. Oh, Joyce, thank you so much for being here. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, Joyce. I apologize for whatever happened in the past. Thank you so much, Joyce. Thank you. Okay, Joyce, you're more present. Very carry, my security. You're more present. Red Star, I'm going to try to go down this as fast as I can. Grandma. Guys, do you mind if I don't go through this right now? Let's go into what we're going to go into and then we could catch that up. Let me see what the class is saying. Do you mind? Say something, please. If that's okay by you guys. The student's name that was not called. Is it okay for teacher to just go ahead, please? Okay. All right, Dr. Soapy said it's okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Give me a break for a moment, okay? I want to get this off my chest. Now, first and foremost, I don't want, you see these subscribers, all of you, we all are subscribers. When something goes wrong on these platforms, it affects everyone. It don't matter how we say we don't care, we're not taking it personal. It do affect us, right? And that is something I'm trying to keep away from, okay? I don't know if this life is strictly based on myself and Miss Tracy living her truth, right? Tracy living her truth or some truth, okay? Tracy, let me just address you for one more. I hope this is the last time I'll be addressing you. Tracy, I guess, I don't know if you thought you know me as well. I know I did not know you, because the things that I'm seeing and what I'm experiencing, damn, it was throwing me like in a cage with rattlesnakes. And I never knew I was going to come out to say that. I hoping that's not true, but that is the vibes I'm getting. If that's not so, Tracy, forgive me for saying that. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let me make this announcement. Myself and Tracy have split ways. We have split from each other. It is what it is. That is what Tracy wants, right? So I'm here, right, to honor her request. Okay? So that's how it's going to be. It was not supposed to happen like that. And that's why it is bad right now. Because for me, this was not upon our agreement, right? We had something different. I had something different set up. Because I said, let me be different from what's going on. The same shit, the same nonsense. Because you know what? First of all, I know I'm a grown woman. I'm grown. Tracy is a grown woman, okay? And as grown people, sometimes at a certain stage of life, you have to have some respect, self-respect. You have to, because if you don't have respect for yourself, no one else is going to respect you. I could sit down and say, oh, no. You have to show that you have to earn that respect. So you have to earn that respect. It cannot be bought, okay? I fought out here like a pit bull, like a jackass with no sense. I run around here like a schoolgirl with no sense. My lifetime in school, did I pick up for others? Yes, I was that type of person until somebody turned on me. Okay? And my mom put me down and sit me down and blah, blah, and that was that. Okay? Did it stop me from being how I was? No. But I said, we're grown now. And if I like someone and I figure out, like I said, Tracy never sent me anywhere to fight no one. Tracy, you see how that's done? When something is not true, it don't matter how I feel about you. The facts must be the facts. I'm not going to rewrite. You cannot rewrite history. Stand up in the shit. Just go, I'm going to stand up in it. You'll be more, people would have a higher regard, or well, maybe some of you, anyway, I don't know. So let me leave that alone. But Tracy, if someone come right now and told me certain things, you know I was going to tell them, get from here. Get from here. It's just like how I was still around making excuses and all of that. And people think something was wrong with me. No. I was making sure, Tracy, that all the outlets were open for you, my dear. Because I would not be one of those people. You see, if this was just cordial, I could sit down here and say, oh, it's going to blow over. Everything is going to be okay. But because it was not cordial, at least on my end, and you turn it out and you want, it seems like you want, I don't know what you want. The one thing you start lying on me and you start making such remarks and saying that I may be doing these things in numbers or whatever, whatever. Tracy, I'm not even monetized. I could care less about numbers. I didn't even start gathering like contents to say this is what I'm going to put together, this is what I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to do it. And nothing was set up for me. Nothing. Okay? So you don't have to worry about me. Because if something is for me, it's for me. If it's for you, it's for you. Don't get it twisted. So it's no sense of fighting each other. Okay? For nothing. There is enough to go around. If there's anything coming my way, and that's for me, it's for me. And before, if you wanted it, I would freely give it to you. Okay? So please, don't get me entangled in that kind of bullshit. Let's start here. Ladies and gentlemen, this thing started from the jail. From the jail. And I'm speaking, most of this, I'm going to speak to you when I have to speak to you, Tracy. You stay right there in the bushes, right there. Wherever you at, or whoever you got out here, you better listen to the life. Because it ain't going to be no more excuses of somebody say and somebody ain't say. Because if I want to leash and unleash, I can. And I will do it freely. Because if somebody tell me something about you, I'm going to come to peep to see, to confirm it. I don't play with people. And especially someone who I cared about. Okay? You see the flip-flopping and the flip-flopping shit. I'm not that kind of person. Do you understand? I'm not that kind of person. People, look here. There is only one person. The person is not a YouTuber or anything like that. And by accident, after I was over on Lady Nika's platform, and I was speaking so nice with Miss Paulette, wherever you are, I thank you. I appreciated our little talk. Thank you so much, Miss Paulette. Okay, there have some people I would never stop caring for or whatever it may be. Okay, that's not going to happen. Because I'm not going to make one bad apple spoil the whole bunch. No. Now, with this thing with the jail, when I called out to Tracy, first of all, people are saying that I doxed Tracy. So I would like to know, I was asking Miss Bizarre, what is doxing? Did anyone in this chat saw me dox Tracy, so see anything coming from me about Tracy or her relatives? I beg you to bring it forth. Please bring it forth. It's no time about an assumption now. It's facts right now. I don't play like that with people's life. And nonsense, I don't want my name on the street for shit. Accuse me for something that I did. Because again, I'm going to say, no one could do not one fuck to me. None of you could do anything to me just because I cannot do anything to you. Unless we want to go spend some time in jail. And I'm not going to give up my freedom for no nonsense. Okay, I'm not going to do that. So, from the jail, Tracy got very mad. And instead of she coming out and say, Heatwave, what are you talking about? But let me say, I'm calling everything out right now. I'm not taking this with me. People, it started out, I went in a chat. Let me tell you all what chat. On Miss Carey's platform. Go to, they have one of her, the title. One is Quick Chat. I'm gonna drop it at the bottom or whatever you have, where you have to drop it. One is what's the name of this one here? One is Quick Chat, one is Whether or Not, and one is What's Going On. Those life is still up. I just view them, and that's what's taking me a little time. Okay? And to even make it easier, yes, you're gonna see it 6 months ago. Okay? I was minding my own business. Let's go forward. I heard that Tracy was in jail. I was called up on Miss Carrie's platform. We were there. We went behind the door or wherever we went. And that is where myself, Carrie and Shelly started to put things in motion, right? You all heard about this so many times. I suggested we do this thing as a team. We agreed upon it. At that time, Shelly said she had to do, Shellyana said she had to do some kind of procedure. I said, okay. She fell off because we didn't know what was going on with her. We chucked that up as she is going through a procedure. We don't know about her condition. I started thinking, I hope she's okay and all those good things. Anyway, the next time I heard about Shelly, or I didn't hear from her, she was going crazy on a live. And Shelly-Ann is playing games because I'm asking her to put up that particular live because she's saying she's playing it in wherever for Tracy. That live have nothing to do with Tracy. It's have she coming after, I guess, me and Carrie. But she had a right to come after me because I said, and if I had to do it again, I was going to do it the same way. I said, we should not look for any donations. I said the fee is too small to be looking for donations. You know how Tracy is on these streets. She's not very loved here, and they will be laughing at us. I said no. She came with Christopher W. I said no. And she started that we're taking too long and all of that. Okay? If you listen to life, you're going to hear when she brings up Jay Wilson. And saying he would have been the best one to go around and to do all of this for Tracy. Okay? It was her idea. All right, let's move on. Now, Carrie came to me. And okay, by the way, myself and Carrie start to interact through Tracy. Before that, myself and Carrie had never spoken behind no scenes on top of the rooftop or anything of the matter. None of that. Myself and Carrie, we were speaking. She said heat wave. I'm looking. I don't even want to say the place where she was looking because I don't want nobody to say I doxing them. So she was looking on another social media platform. I said, for what? At this time, she was crying. I said, what happened to you? She said, I lost a loved one. Ask Miss Carrie. I never even asked her, is it a cat? Is it a rat? A dog? A male? A female? No, it's none of my business. I don't get into people's business. I have my own to bear, okay? All right. So when she said she was looking and I see the condition she was in, I said, where? I said, okay, let me go look. I wasn't getting nowhere. A matter of fact, I reached out back to her. She screenshotted wherever she was to show me, like a guide. I still did not get it. I called her back and said, man, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. I said, but wait a minute. I said, I know someone. I said, I have not spoken to that person for some time. Let me see if I could reach out to that person to see if we could get help there. She said anything. I said, okay. So now I'm turning back to you, Tracy. Miss Tracy, when the person finally got in contact with your cousin, a matter of fact, wait a minute. A message was sent out. Okay, from the platform. Okay? The platform that we were supposed to be looking in. Somebody answered to the message that the other person called out. The person dropped a message and somebody answered. The person identified themselves as your cousin. Okay? Your cousin, Tracy. Not your sister. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm now keeping in contact with this person. I said, what's going on? She said, wait, I can't remember the person was driving or what. She said they're gonna get in contact a little later. So I'm anxious. Every time I'm calling, she said, not yet, not yet, yet. Anyway, finally, she said the cousin asked like who she was and so forth and so forth. So she said, look, something is going on and someone asked me to do this. So here I am. Your family member is in jail and we were trying to get the person out until we was met up with you having to wear on release an ankle monitor. Tracy, you have your what you call it, the ID number, forget what you call it. The state ID number. Because when you're in jail, you don't go by your name, you go by a number. I didn't have your number. All I had was your full name and date of birth. Because I think that case may be true. I didn't even ask the people because I didn't want to hear that. I didn't give a fuck no more. Okay? All I wanted to know, what was the release? What happened at the time when they told us that? So if it's a lie, the jail that you were in, they tell a lie on you. If it was a lie, and you know what? Best by chance, I have the 3 bail bonds people. The one that I chose was the female. She said, I'm going to get back most of the money, subtracting $300 and something from there. And I said, okay. All right? So, Tracy, let me just tell you something. We did not look to say we're looking for anything, to say we're looking into your business, Tracy. A matter of fact, when the person gave me the information, I said, is she going to do it? What's going on? I said, that's not the sister. No. I said, well, where's the sister? Because I still was not believing that the sister, that Tracy had a sister, because all I remember, Tracy said, all of her family members is dead. I know she spoke about, I think, a younger brother that was either, he had some disability, some kind of physical, I don't know if it's physical or mental disability. I don't know. God bless him. I don't know. But I have never heard about this sister. But now the cousin, when I'm hearing this message now, because don't get it, let's get it, let's keep it in order. I took that job away from Carrie, who's someone of your supporters, she said, dropped down and give her some information. That was not information that was given that the whole chat could have seen, because I don't know. All I did, I picked up from Kerry that was suffering a loss. Okay? That was suffering a loss. So I did not go looking for your family member. First of all, I was doubting you had a sister. Okay? I just picked up and said, let me help Kerry to push this thing faster. And I did not actually did it. I don't know if your cousin sung like a man like me or a soft voice like you. I don't fucking know, nor do I care. Okay? I don't know. All that we was told, your sister was in the hospital and she was not going to get released until that Friday of. And we like, damn. I said, ask that cousin if she could do it. She said no, she was hours away. That's the message I got back. She was hours away. At this time, Tracy, let me tell you things that I did not say before. Now it's all out in the fucking open. I asked Cherry if she remember the person. Who is this person? Kerry said it was a supporter. I said, Kerry, could you get in contact with this person? Because, listen to the sound of my voice. Because if I'm saying, this is how I'm feeling right now here, this evening. I'm supposed to be taking care of my family, and here I am with some fuckery. This is not going on like that. No. The shit stop right here, right fucking now. I asked Kerry if there's any way that she could get in contact with this person. She remembered the person's name. This is 6 months ago. She said no, no, and no. I asked enough questions. I did not get any way. Okay, with that. So I can't provide you the name because I'm hoping that I gets a name, but nothing hides forever. Because the first thing I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, I am feeling like if I was set up. Because if this was not done maliciously, why, if this person's a YouTuber, right? No, the person don't have a platform. She said the person don't have a platform. And tell me if I'm wrong. If this is going on, this person dropped down and at least tried to aid, because the person, I'm saying all of us was, working for the best in Tracy's best interest, right? So I don't know, maybe this person just got out from the sector, I don't know. But I'm hoping that this person is not just standing by and seeing all of this confusion here when the person could step up. Okay? Because unless that person knew and talked to Tracy off the air and knew that Tracy and her family probably do not or allegedly do not have a good relationship. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if Tracy and her family member have a good relationship or not. I'm just telling you all the story, nor do I give a fuck. Because in every family, you're going to have some dysfunction, okay? Y'all don't twist my fucking words. If y'all can say it right, fuck away with that, okay? Don't say it at all. All right, so now with that, so I can't get nowhere there. So now I'm thinking, okay, if this person is seeing this and not stepping up, I'm looking at it like, why wouldn't you step up and say, excuse me, go back to Kerry and drop them back and say, listen, why is this confusion? Because I did this because of this, because this is what she was told. I don't know what conversation Kerry and this person had. I don't know. This is all I'm assuming. This is how the conversation probably went. But what I'm looking at is this particular person, whoever he or she may be. If you're hearing this, please step forward and said, yes, I'm the one who piloted Miss Kerry to the page in order to find or look for a family member due to the circumstances surrounding Tracy's incarceration. It is so fucking simple. Unless this was done maliciously to get me caught up in some shit. But why? That part is not making sense. But I have to look at it all around the board. All around the board. So, Miss Tracy, I never look to go and look for family members. I think that was the farthest fucking thing from my mind and my head. Do you understand? The farthest thing. So I took over something and I did not do it directly. My hands did not go and make people. And look, I passed that job on to someone that have nothing to do with this sector. Okay? That person, I came down and I said, listen, I may need you to come out and say what happened. What her cousin voice, what was the conversation? Okay, what happened? Did you all ever speak on the phone? Did you hear her voice? Come and say it, not to me. Say it the same time you're telling me. When you're talking, say it on my platform. And say it, I don't give a fuck. Go to Kerry platform, wherever. And say what was the conversation. I never asked because that was not important. Okay? Now, Tracy, let's keep it a fucking 100. Did myself or you ever discuss anything about your family? Tracy, have I ever asked you anything about your family? Any one of your family members? Have I ever pried into your family business? And like you said, you can't twist that. You can't take it back. You remember what you said. It was a lot of YouTube shit. It was a lot of YouTube shit. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Tracy spoke the truth there. It was a lot of YouTube shit. Okay? I never asked this woman how many brothers and sisters and none of that. Okay? The most that myself and Tracy spoke about is when I saw they had her mother casket floating around on this YouTube street. It touched my soul. It touched my spirit. The way how I felt for this woman, and I would have felt it for my enemy if I had any. Okay? So, how would I know if you and your family have a good relationship and all of that? You see, unless you're in a situation, you would not know. And if you were threatened by anything, you could have come and asked me. Because I wanted to speak to you and let you know how things went down. Because you know what I was looking for you for? To tell the people that was involved in helping or assisting in getting your ass out of there, to say at least thank you. Okay? You could have dealt with me later because I didn't know what the fuck I did wrong. Again, Tracy, keep me out of that. I did not go and said I should go over there and look for family members or none of that. Okay? All I was concentrating on, I have the fucking bail money right here. It's only you, and I'm not the only person. People, do not be a coward. Because I know a lot of you called. Where you think I got the ankle bracelet from? On the streets. So Tracy, you now, this is not what I heard. This is what I was just told. And I said, that's it. So Tracy, my love, my ex goody girl, my good Judy. So girl, let's talk. So my darling, you are implying that I went over to Mr. Jason's platform to get information from Jason. I have never spoke to that man before in my life. Never spoke to Jason before. You understand? Never. Whenever I went live last, I saw Paul Derek. I think he goes by that name. I think he was in my chat. Somebody said he was asking for an interview. And that interview thing, I just got angry and said, because after you say I'm from platform to platform doing a tour. So I wanted to show you what a fucking tour is about. Child, I know about touring. Real tour. Going around YouTube shit is not a tour. You need to just stop it. You need to stop it. But if you think that I'm a person like that, so I was in your camp for 5 years, I think a little over 5 years. However fucking long you out there is so long I was with you. Okay? So if you think that of me, right? If you think that that is what I was doing, after yourself and this guy, and Miss Kwan, Miss Shivan, and all of y'all was going at Mr. Derek at the same time. He was going with y'all. It was a fight. That's what I meant. Okay? So if you think that I would have been a person to go over there, that is what, Tracy, that's what you call a fucking enemy camp. That's what I would define as an enemy camp, right? So now that we're not speaking, now you're going to think something like that? Tracy, it's only a fool would listen to that. Tracy, I don't have nothing to lose, my dear. You do. Because for you to think that way, what is it saying about you as a person? So you're going to know I am that of a sneaky, slicky person. And I'm there in your camp. I am there in your camp. You were loving. You were doing this. Yes. All of that shit. So if you condone that kind of behavior from me, and that is your way of showing, because you were the one. Hi, babes. Love you, my baby. And all those good stuff. the praises that I got from you. Why would you do it? Why would you have someone that is going out to enemy camp? Because since I'm with you, I never heard you say you have a mole in your camp. Or you're going to send out a mole somewhere? None of that. At no time have you ever called me up and say, Heat Wave, could you help me to dox? Never happened. So why the fuck you, because we're not speaking, because you're not speaking to me, because you're trying probably to drag this fucking shit out for what reason I don't know, sooner or later it's going to get boring. And I said stop now. It is nonsense. Because let me tell you something. Oh, guys, I got a sweet one to tell you guys. I got a fucking sweet shit to tell you guys. Yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I was there and I listened to a live that Five did. She was doing the news. Boy, I tell you, they have so much of delusional bitches. I tell you, Lord, come down and save us. Take your world back. So I saw my ex, Good Judy, in the room. So she's there, and Miss Five is addressing me now. So this is what she's saying. 5:10, and she said that she's what? She said that she was saying that like I had a problem with herself, Onk, and the understand lady. I had a problem with that. She went forward, and she also said that she don't understand that Miss Tracy is doing well now. And why am I upset? Because she's doing the right things now, of changing her ways or her bad ways. Listen to this, people. Tracy, that's a slap in your face. That's a damn insult. Let me just tell you. It's an insult, my dear. She just fucked you without grease. She did it to you the raw way. No condoms. That's how she dealt with you. Just imagine yourself and Five was fighting for years on the street. Y'all do the most. But who started that fight first? It was Five started that fight with you first. Because all it was going to remember that you were doing your commentary when everybody started coming over and telling you, look, Five is cursing. Five, and you didn't want to hear it. You said, let her, until the whole chat had no time to listen to you. They were listening. It was confusing. You had to go over, you see what's going on, and then you went off. You didn't even go that hard. Did you remember that? The doxing, the stomping of the head, they go into the house, all of these things happen. But you had that woman telling you about your doxing ways and the children and all of that. But at least I know you was once my good Judy. I know you never called nobody mom in the middle of the night just to call him a bitch because you want to address, their grown son. You didn't do that. You didn't go to her place. I could point out a lot. But, y'all would see that for yourself. Y'all, all 3, 4, 6 of y'all deserve each other. But just rest my name. So you sit down there and you let your ex, now his friend, or you call whatever you're all doing, sit down and scold your ass. She scolded you, Tracy. She scolded you like a fucking child. For me, I felt bad for you. Because if that was a life and I could get in there, I'd tell her she could hand you your ass, but keep mine away. Keep me away from the bullshit. I can't imagine you go to support her and that's what she did. For me, I asked you. I think it was sometime last year. Won't you make up with this woman? You said what you said. Anyway, it is not important. Y'all are back together, but when you hear the fuckery, let her know. I never condone your doxing. I never condone you coming after people's kids. None of that. Please let them know that. At least you could do that. It's going to speak volume for you, don't you think? Because if anyone is saying something that it is not pertaining to you, I am not going to stand by and let that fly. I'm not going to stand by and let that fly because we're not getting along now. Okay? But just for you to know, this is going to go as far as you want it, because I'm not going to sit back. When you speak the truth, no problem. I didn't dox you. I didn't dox your family. None of that. Do I have paperwork? Do I have phone numbers? Yes. So now, if I take it and I put it out here, when I'm finished, and I put on my community wall, wouldn't that be considered doxing? Right? That would be considered doxing. I want to know if you had such paperwork, as you're so protective of your family, as you should. Your family did not say, because the person who contacted your family don't know you. Don't give a fuck about you. The person did it for me. And that was done what we asked of that person, to get in contact with the sister. Okay? Your sister was in a fucking hospital. And you could ask your sister if she's alive. Your cousin, if she's alive. You have my voice. Go take it there and ask them, do you know this voice? Do you know this fucking voice? Did this person or anybody during that time ask any fucking personal questions about you? And they cannot say yes. Okay? They cannot say yes that happened, because it never fucking happened. So, my dear ex-good Judy, don't pull back your chihuahua, whatever the fuck they call the dog. Put back, because you don't got a German Shepherd, you don't got a pit bull yet. Pull them to fuck back. Because any day now, when the craziness flip up in my head, I could flip too, you know. What goes wrong could come, I could flip too. Okay? Like I said, I have your people information. Now looking closer to it, I got a lot of information. But I'm not like you, Tracy. If you were sitting where I'm sitting now, I know you would get angry and you would say, you would go press live and say, I'm going to call her fucking family now. I'm going to call this number. Yes, I think you would have done it. But we're not cut from the same cloth. And I'm hoping you have some little dignity, something in you for half a century to stand up to say, yes, I'm grown. I should not be behaving like that and then playing fucking victim when people was just trying to help you. You see? Sometimes it's good to give thanks. And when we have to walk away. And oh, by the way, you see a little friend? That junkie, yes. Because I know all of that you get mad with me about. And I didn't give a fuck. I didn't come here chat and say that. I never came here chat and say that. So if you're hurt, too fucking bad. Too fucking bad. I don't give two fucks. Because all that I know is pure fake love. You don't know anything but love. You don't care about people's feelings. But get it straight, Tracy. Just like what go around could come around too. You are not going to pull me down to the person that you are. Okay? I don't have to render evil for evil. But what I'm asking you very nicely and kindly, to leave me alone. Do not give people the impression that I dox you. I don't give a fuck. Right now, from this day on, I do not give a fuck about you, your family, I don't care. I do not fucking care. Get it straight. I do not care. Am I going to come and bother you? Never. I would not do it. But please do not provoke me. Do not fucking provoke me. Because like I said, this didn't have to go there. Okay? It didn't have to go there. Because if you and your family, you was afraid that you and your family was not getting along, and now your family was contacted. And you thinking, maybe you were the type of person like that. Maybe you were like that. Maybe you was gonna engage in other conversation other than what you was sent to do, or what other than what the mission is. I'm not that nosy. I'm not that nosy. It don't matter. Remember, we were good. Remember, we were fucking good. We were good, right? So whatever you were concerned about, it's no need to concern about it. No information was given to me. Nothing was dropped in no chat. I don't know the docs. I still have information here in my phone about your family, Tracy. I have phone numbers, I have names, I have address. All of this the person forwarded to me and said, here is the stuff in case if you have to make any contact. I said, no, she is out. Thank God. I'll speak to you later. I was so happy I can't even remember if I told that person bye, if I told that person thanks. I can't even remember that. So whatever you're trembling about, it's no need to do so. Okay? I would not be no doxer or anything like that. For what? Why would I go and interfere with your family members? Please tell me. If I was doubting that you had a sister, that's to tell you I don't care. I don't fucking care. It was all in effort to help you. You cursed the fuck out of Carrie. Carrie was there helping you. It was a joint effort to help you. But you see, when you play ungrateful, you know what? Let me tell you something. I would not say never, okay? I would never say never because you look like a fool. When you say, I would never go back with this person, I would never do this, you sound like a fool. You sound deceitful because in life we never know which we will have to cross. You think I'm going to burn any bridge behind me? Supposing tomorrow I need that bridge to cross over on. You think I'm stupid? I'm not like you. The only time for me to burn bridges and call it fucking final is if you pose any threat, like immediate bodily injury to me or mine. Okay? Get it straight. But as from this day on, whatever chat I want to go in, I'm fucking free to go in. Okay? I could go wherever. And it don't have no fucking enemy camp. Y'all make your fucking enemy. And you make your enemy. Or you inherit the enemy. Let me be fair, because most of the time the people was coming for you. I'm going to be fair. Most of the time, what I see, I don't know if my judgment was clouded, but I'm still going to stand up in it. Most of the time, the people was coming for you. Please, Tracy, everything has boundaries. Don't cross over that last one. Don't. I beg you, don't cross over that boundary line. Because you see me, you see when you're talking about doxing, I would not go towards those people. What those people did to me. And according to the information that was sent to me, the receipts that was sent to me, because remember, this person had forwarded them and I didn't even know. They were forwarded to me in my phone. I didn't even know that. Because the person had no use for them. So they were just saying, here is these things that I got. So forward it. Okay? If you had given me the time of the day, then you was going to get all of that. I was going to let you know, nobody, I don't know, your sister, your cousin, none of that. None of that. And maybe your mind was going to be more at ease. You didn't owe us any explanation. But at least you could have said fucking thank you and not to behave like that. Because you're going around with a narrative as though somebody doxed you or we were looking to find your family. Your family's rich. They have money. They give out charity. None of that I'm fucking looking for. So keep me out of the bullshit. Keep me out of the shit. I fought tooth and nails on your behalf. You didn't ask me to do that. And let it stay like that. Let us walk away from this shit like that. But if you're gonna come, you see that doxing thing? When I get triggered, I don't care what the fuck I do. Because I may do some things up in here that people gonna leave with their mouth, and like waiting, like they said, the thing, you have your mouth open and you can't close it down, you know? But that's not the term I was looking at, but I just swing that in. But don't come for me, Tracy. You picking, you picking, you picking, you picking. You wait until I came out the chat, then you say block her. What you blocking me for, Tracy? What have I done to you for you to block me? You think I'm ignorant like that? That I'm going to just come out cursing and swinging at you for what? For what? Unless I was going to get paid for it and we were acting it out. And even then I would have said it's ridiculous. You understand what I'm saying? So don't come and take me for your people. That you go in, out, in, out, in, out. And you had the nerve. You had the goddamn nerve to say, maybe in time to come, let me tell you something. Strike me off your list. Strike me the fuck off your list. I am not the one that you dust and put in the corner whenever you fucking feel like coming back. You come and say, hey, wake up or get up. Let's do this. Fuck away with that. Get the fuck away with that. Get out of here with that. I don't play like that. I don't lower my fucking standard. I'm not suffering from low self-esteem. I don't get panic attack, thank God, and all those shit. I have a full house, family. You see? I don't have to panic if somebody call out to my family. Okay? At the end of the day, we weren't calling to look for fucking money. We weren't calling for anything but to say what the jail told us. And if you think this is a slander, and I did not get this information from the jail, Tracy, take me to court. Sue the fuck out of me. Get me for anything and everything you could get. Because don't play games. Because all this thing you heard since you came out. And if it's not so, why don't you call yourself? You love to pick up the phone to call 911. Call. Call and get verification. I said, let me hear what the fuck he did for storm. Call. Wherever they had you incarcerated, call them and ask them. If at any time an anchor monitor was there in place upon your release, it is simple. It is fucking, that's commentary, baby. Why you don't want to do that? That's fucking commentary. That's because right after you call, I'm going to call too. To make sure it's the right pace. To hear what they have to say, because I know I got it from there. I got it from the bail bonds woman too. Okay? And I was not the only person. A matter of fact, I called the facility 2 times. 2 fucking times. Twice. No more than that. Because I think half the fucking sector was calling for you. And the next thing too, like I got to repeat, the person Victor Moon, or whatever the hell the man name, you called that man over to go through something you heard on my live. Listen, lady, if I say something and you wanted to know, you could have asked me. I am not going to say if I did something, I didn't do it. What are you going to do? Beat me? You can't. You can't. This you can't touch. Okay? You can't harass me. None of those things. So if you know you don't want no problem, you really don't want no problem, let's go thy way. I give a lot of chances. And people, everybody who was meeting me and, just looking out for my concern of that, I knew exactly what I was doing. I didn't want this woman to lock things off because I've been hearing things around too. And I was seeing her antics. And what I did, I gave her space. I gave her time. because you never know what someone is going through with their personal life. So I did not run to shut things up. A matter of fact, wait a minute, I forget the big part of this. Carrie, after you came out, you got released. I saw calling you because I said, listen, I can't remember I told Carrie. I said, Carrie, Tracy acting funny. I said, look, I don't know what she's mad about. And then I clicked and said, could it be the family member? Because look at what you did. Look what kind of slippery person you is. You coming like an eel, Tracy. Your actions. Your action speaks like that. Like you were very deceitful. And I never knew because I never look at you that way. Look at what you did. You went live. I think I was in that chat. Instead of you addressing me directly, somebody brought up Jay Wilson's name in the chat, saying that why couldn't he come and help her, blah, blah, blah. He just saying you had family or whatever, whatever. And then you agreed with him and said, why can't he do, he's right and blah, blah, blah. Because then I was sure that is what it was. Remember, that time I didn't have a fucking platform. You lucky I didn't have a platform. Because I would have addressed that. Nobody, you're not going to... So you was showing shades way back then. You was mad. And I look at you as a strong person. Why couldn't you have approached me? Why couldn't you have approached me? And say, Heatwave, this is what's bothering me. And it was nothing for you to bother your head for. Unless you know or you think I'm the same kind of person like you are. Maybe you think I'm that kind of person that will just spray your things out there. But let me tell you something. I'm not that type of person. I know to fight differently, you see? I know to fight differently. And that's if I want to do it. Oh, coming back to that. You see the same Carrie that you curse up? You see the same Carrie that you curse up? It was Carrie who stopped me. And I said, you know what? I'm going to wait for Tracy to drop a link. And I'm going up there. I don't care who, hear what. I was prepared. I was prepared way back in May to address this shit. And Carrie was the one and said, give her some more time. Give her. I said, Carrie, something is going on. I said, something is going on. She's acting different. She's acting funny. And that's why I sought to limit myself the amount of times that I come into your chat. Okay? You got all the fucking messages. When I lost a loved one in a horrific fire, okay? You never sent condom because you were so mad. You were more mad about thinking we get some information from your family members that you didn't even give a fuck about the family life. Gone. And you know why I reached out to you? Because you said you lost all your family. I figured you would, you were able to talk. You may able to say something to me. Okay? But you didn't. And what can I do? What can I do? Did I come out here and I say anything? Until now. So it was Carrie who told me to just back away. Don't address that. You're upset, Heatwave. Don't address that now. And that is how that thing ride. Because you know what? I take advice. I'm hot-tempered, but I know when to stop. I take advice and I let that roll and I let that roll. And I saw you after I went live about your junkie friend. You got mad. You start to act even worse. And guess what? I don't give a fuck. Because right here, right now, I think I'm more a friend to her than you would ever be. Because you went around, you said you partied. You said you partied. Tracy, you said you partied, right? You said you partied, right? So that means you would know when somebody's under the influence. You would see that sign. I never do no hardcore drugs like that. So I don't, but I know how they look. I know the way they talk, the slurring, the this, the that. Any fool could see that. Okay? You don't even have to see it. You could hear it. So you got pissed. You got pissed with me. That's why your little friend could have come around and first tell her I don't go through with lesbian or lesbianic, whatever the fuck the name is. I'm no lesbian. So if that is what you are in cahoots with, keep me the fuck out of y'all nasty, dirty business. Because they're gonna go patrol. Keep me the fuck out of all your dirty business. Grown-ass middle-aged women looking for internet peen. And you keep me out of this shit because your friend came up on Miss Brianna's platform to come to address me. I talk about a man, and this bitch come up telling me about, oh, Tracy don't want your pussy, or you can't get Tracy pussy something. I said, Lord. I said, look at crosses out here. If this bitch and I, who is? Anybody in their right senses could come up, and you hear me on the platform, you come up just bolting, charging. I said, Mom, what are you talking about? And she took off. And then she started saying, oh, she was talking about me. I said, I'm not speaking about you currently. Because I came up to address something with Miss Brianna. And that was it. And we were joking around a little. There she come up. And then she came back again. And tell your friend, because listen, people, if I was looking, because a lot of people are saying, I just want you all to take this last lesson. If you're mad with somebody, an unknown person who would dox the fuck out of you, then she gets mad. Or if she's cornered. Let me be fair. Would you send a family picture to her 2 days before she act out? And if y'all go back to that life, you're going to hear when I'm telling her, I'm going to send, oh, I got a great grand. She said, who? Oh, that's so sweet. I said, I'll send the pic for you. Shortly after that, I send the pic to her. So if I was mad with this woman, if I had anything but love for this woman, anything else but love, you think, and if I think she was having me in her heart like that, you think I was going to send a pic like that to her? Huh? But let me tell you something. Maybe I made a mistake. It's just a journey. It's just a journey. It's just a fucking journey. It's just you two. You understand? It's just you two. And the numbers and the this and the that. You was the first one to say they're looking at numbers and all of that. But when you're going to associate me with that, and then you turned and you said, I heard you said, give her back, let her take back her membership. Let her take back her membership. When you give him back things, give back everything. Give everything back, Tracy. If you want to give me things, and you tell me what I should take back, what about I making a request? You think it would have been nice to me to say, hey, Tracy, I want back donations. But look at what you said. Give her back her membership. Give her back her membership. You remember the same membership we were talking about, Tracy? When you said I was at a lower tier? And it would look better if I go to a higher tier? So why you said that, Tracy? Why you came after me for that, Tracy? Why you said it would look better? Because what? I was one of your supporters. I will not say I was one of them. I was one of your supporters, close supporters. So I don't want to say, if she do this to me, who else she wouldn't do it to? I hope that it stops here. Because I said, Tracy, I am walking away from this with no animosity in my heart. I came and I plead and I say what I have to say. But just remember, I have all your family's information here. You could take it how the fuck you want to take it. And as of this day, I'm going that way. You said you was out of the relationship, where people said you was out of the relationship. Why the fuck are you still calling up my fucking name? Why are you making any reference? You think I'm one you're going to pick? Girl, I would look. Look here. You think I'm gonna make anybody harassing me or just fatiguing the fuck out of me? No, no. When I get up in the morning, I don't be blowing breath. I don't be blowing ear in your face, nor neither do you in my face. So on that note, don't bring me in your shit. Y'all don't have a lot of fuckery going on over the other side. Y'all just catch a dick, suck a dick, choke on a dick, whatever I have to do, leave me to fuck alone. Leave me alone. And when I set up the StreamYard, whatever, I'm going to try to erase stuff. And people, Tracy, if you push me, because these are things, but this is not what about me and you. This is about the family. The same thing you're fearing. Maybe I would have to bring it out. Maybe I'll have to bring it out. And to the public. Maybe that is what you want. But you think I have time if I'm real charged up? You think I'm going to have any fucking time to erase this or erase that? Why should I look at you that way? Why should I give a fuck about you? I have to look at what you're doing. You fucking me out here. For what? For fucking what? I am no punching bag. And whatever go wrong, I am already prepared. So remember, if I was a soldier close to you, I know your fucking moves. You might have some in the pocket, but y'all are fucking predictable. Because look at what you're doing here. Predictable. Everybody know you're going to come after me. Look what you had to do. You're going to pick. Look what you do. You're fucking predictable. You're weak. Sorry. I always looked at you as a strong, black queen. But my dear, what I saw yesterday or the day before yesterday, I guess 5 is the queen for her nation, and you were sitting down there like a fucking peasant. Goodbye, Tracy. Tracy, have a good life. I wish you nothing else but the best. I wish your network and everything raise, and you meet her like where Tasha K is or beyond. The sky's the limit. But please, I cannot put you there. So please, pretend like you never knew me, okay? That's the only advice and the only important words I can give to you. Because half of my head is okay and the other half is fucked up. And I don't know which one you might trigger at the wrong time. Like I said, I wouldn't be scratching. I wouldn't be doing none of that to cover up nothing. Because if I'm looking at you, or if you're looking at me as an enemy, then we're going to go down that route. But that fight going to be something like no other. And I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. Miss Paulette, thank you so much. We had a beautiful talk. I have a lot of respect for you, Miss Paulette. And a lot of things I did not do or I don't want to do on behalf of some of the team over there that I care for. Okay? And you're not going to push me, but don't think if you push and you poke, that I'm not going to respond. No. And like I said, you don't know which half you'll be getting. Anyway, guys, thank you for being here. I hope I don't have to bring these things and to put anything out there for whoever to see. Okay? That same thing that she's picking or she got mad about. Instead of she's saying thanks. And the next time, Tracy, you're half a century, over half a century. You must know. I know you have manners. You know right from wrong. At least you should have said thank you. Before anything else, you should have said thank you. And like I said, Miss Carrie platform have these live about everything that went on and transpired. I did not have a platform. One of the chats is 6 months ago. It is titled Quick Chat. The next one is What's Going On. And the next one is Whether or Not. Those are the 3 you could go to, and you will see the other lady, Shellyana, over there, that she was putting things together because she wanted a certain way. Okay? So, goodbye. Thank you so much. Let me see. Let me wait. Don't go, guys. Oh, you guys are leaving already. Oh, I was supposed to read the chat. Anyway. Thank you so much, Miss Regina Show. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your presence here and you more present. And who's this? Maverick Bourne. Oh, I've never seen you here. Thank you for being here, Maverick. Miss Piggy or Mr. Piggy, thank you for being here. Very Kerry, thank you for being here. Thank you. All of you guys are more present. Must be Trinigal, thank you so much for being here. And let me see who else. The Sage, thank you for being here. The Sage, people will learn, my dear. Some people don't know when they have to go. The Miss O, thank you so much for being here. Let me see. Okay, I think most everybody left already. Thank you guys so much. Behind the bar, what you want? Okay, I don't care what you say. You hear what he's saying? I acting like a scorn bitter love. A child, I never bump a pussy yet. Behind the bar, I never bump a pussy yet. It's pure dick I love. So I got enough dick in my time, child. I have enough dick in my time. You left a lot of comments. I ain't even going able to go through because you must leave already. Anyway, guys, thank you. Oh, Kwani, thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Mrs. Boyd, thank you for being here. One programmer, thank you for being here. 4MD for sure. Thank you so much for being here. Sophia, thank you so much for being here. Everybody more present. Oh, look at my students. Oh, Robert Hicks, I've never seen you here before. Thank you for being here. Thank you. You're more present. I don't know who was misbehaving. Tracy. Miss Tracy. Because it is be calling Tracy and whatever. Anyway, she know what I mean. The church lady, thank you for being here. All of you are more present. On that note, Miss Cheryl, thank you so much for being here. Morgan, thank you for being here. Let me see. Thank you guys so much for being here. It means a lot. Oh, Rita Hartfield, thank you so much for being here. Sweetness Queen. Sweetness? Yes, Sweetness Queen. Thank you for being here. Beyonce, I wonder what you do with my wig. Where's my wig? Beyonce. Anyway, thank you for being here. Dr. Soapy, thank you as always for being here. Vibrant Love, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Anyway, thank you. Anyway, guys, who name I have not called, just give me a little, time. Auntie Donna, thank you for being here. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. And that's that. Goodbye.